Get ready.
Right, so got a good drone spot there, although probably lost a lot of time. She's a knackered now. Catch my breath. Got a little island over there with the looks like some sort of an old boathouse or something. Got the drone out over it, and I probably spent about 20 minutes there. So what do yeah, it's 5 to 7 now before I get into the hotel. But what I might do is, because my hotel is in Thurso, but I was going to go past the hotel and out to John O'Groats and Dunnett Head, and then come back to Thurso. So maybe what I'll do is, but then I'm going to go past them again tomorrow to continue on down the east coast. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just go straight to the hotel and then do Dunnett Head and John O'Groats tomorrow morning, because I'm going to be passing them anyway, and reclaim about, I don't know, about 30 minutes or so. Because the problem with Scotland here is all these hotels, they close their restaurants unbelievably early. Everything closes early. Like at 8 o'clock they're closing their restaurants. Most of the hotels, like in Ireland, that's only going out time. Oh, well, look at this. We're around the corner, another perfect drone spot. But yeah, in Ireland, people are only going out at 8 or 9. Now, most restaurants and hotels stay open until 9 or 10 for last orders. And in the bar, any hotel I've stayed in Ireland, the bars and the restaurants are usually jammers till kicking out time. Over here, everything's empty. With last night was the only exception now. But every hotel I've been in, you go down anywhere near the restaurant or bar by about 9:30, and it's deserted. Which is fine when you're on a solo trip, but if you're with a gang of people, you'd want a bit of life. Then I suppose you'd probably could head out to the town, I suppose. But you must be doing either orienteering or surveying or something. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, what I might do is I'll do John O'Groats and Dunnett Head in the morning and reclaim a bit of time this evening. Because I wasted too much time there. I don't even know how good that footage came out. But stupidly, I drove right past Dunnett Head because I was so engrossed in the scenery. That was amazing. I completely went past Dunnett Head. So it must have been. I mean, it didn't stand out. I mean, it must have been tucked away a bit, maybe the entrance to it. But by the time I'd realised I was a good, 7 or 8 miles down the road, and look, I'll get it again. I'm absolutely going to be back this way sooner rather than later, so I'll get it again. No harm. It's all about the riding. Okay, why are all these roadwork signs saying caution? What's going on here, folks? Okay. But yeah, I'm down to my last battery, so let's see, 7 o'clock. What time is it now? It's only 4 o'clock. I've 3 hours to go and I've only one battery left. 3 hours to go, but that's with John O'Groats and Dunnett Head in it. So if it's saying 7, and if I was to actually do them, I'd probably throw up the drone or take photos. So that's going to be a late one. That would mean it'd be about 8 o'clock. And there's no way the restaurant, by the time I got in and showered and shaved and on, lifted all the gear in, not I hope that rest, because this hotel that I had to book now last night in my urgency is it's like one of these house hotels, and it looks like it's out in the sticks a bit, you know. Touch of the Norman Bates Motel about it by the looks of it, but I've got a good rating. Usually the rating system on booking.com is a good guide, but we'll see. But I've nothing booked now hotel wise. I cancelled them off at hotels, so I've nothing booked hotel wise tomorrow. I was going to book it tonight, but I think, you know what, I'll leave it, and I'll just leave tomorrow open, and wherever I may lay my hat, well, that's my home. That's what I usually do when I go to the Alps. I'll book the hotel in and out on the first and the last night out of Memagen. But after that, I basically book everything on the go. Just drive till I get a dig in the ribs from the missus, and then whip out my phone, whack on booking.com and see what's up for grabs. Look at this. Wow. And I've always, you know, done well out of that system, particularly in the Alps. Geez, we stayed in some amazing places you wouldn't have even thought of. Really, really cool places. So let's see. It's called Adventure Bike Pilot. Let's have a bit of adventure. We go into the unknown tomorrow. Nowhere defined. I'm sure it's not the height of the tourist season yet, so I'd say I probably could have done that the whole trip across, to be honest with you. I should do that more often. For some reason, when I'm in places like this, I don't like the Alps. I do it, but the Ring of Kerry and all I don't. Although the Ring of Kerry, I have that route so down pat now that I know exactly how long I'm driving each day and where I'll stop and which hotels are nice, so it makes sense for me there, you know. But yeah, I should let the chips fall wherever they may more often, because it usually leads to a better experience in my experience. But look, I'm going to try and conserve this battery to see how far up we're going to get here. It says I'm 3 or 4 hours away, so and this is my last battery, so if I do get the John O'Groats, I'll have battery. Otherwise I'll recharge them tonight, and then I'll definitely have battery for it tomorrow. But oh wow, I definitely need to buy more GoPro batteries. I think another 2 batteries would cover me. The problem is charging them. I bought a little adapter on wish.com. It's already broken. The little connectors in it seem to have bent out of shape, and I can't get the one of the batteries in, so I'm only charging 2 of the 3 slots. I might buy 2 or 3 of them to see what happens. They're only like €1 or 2 each. Look at this. Oh my god. I mean, that's National Geographic there, look. We'll see the giraffes and the zebras going by in a minute. Unreal. Definitely better than the Wild Atlantic Way. Definitely. I hate to say it, but I love the Wild Atlantic Way, but this is kicking its ass. But you should do both. They don't have to compete with each other if you do both. I should do is quit my work and set up a motorbike touring company that just goes around this every day. I'm getting paid to take people around this. Jeez, that's a win-win. Get a little support vehicle. Oh, well, there must be somebody already doing that. There has to be. I think Celtic Horizons maybe, or some of them are doing it, aren't they? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's getting windy here. Look at those mountains. I'd murder an ice cold Coke, or I've got a goo in me for a Lucasade or something like that, something that's really cold and refreshing, you know. See when I get to the old hotel if they have Lucasade. I don't know, I'm gonna goo in me for Lucasade all of a sudden. You know, blood sugar must be low or something. But a really, really icy cold one now. Epic. Thought I'd hit the spot right now. Oh, I'm dreaming of fucking cold Lucasade now, jeez. The A838 is what I'm on, according to that sign there. The A838. Cemetery there in front of us there, just in the middle of nowhere. It's very random looking, isn't it? Oh, it's a nice little bridge, huh? Oh, wow. How nice is this? It's windy. Yeah, I know what's happened. I think I've crashed the bike somewhere. And I've actually died and gone to heaven. I'm not really here at all. I must have done something really fucking good lately to deserve this. Turning off to the left here. Where the heck are we going now? Where is this bringing me? I was enjoying that. Unsuitable for caravans. Oh, okay, we're going on to single track again. Oh, yeah. Jeepers, I found some fucking savage little roads. Look at this. I'd love to get the drone out again, but I can't keep stopping all the time. There's a car coming, so I need to find a passing point. Here's one here, I think. There we go. You're fucking welcome. Jesus. Oh my god. What just happened there? Keeping left, I'm keeping left, Darth Vader. God. Keep your helmet on. Oh, bit of gravel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's getting a bit gravelly here. Where am I going? What's going on? Look at this. That's a mad looking little boat shed, isn't it? All the lobster pots, are they? I think they're either lobster pots or must be a huge lobster farm or something, or mussels or clams or something. Yeah, there's a place very similar to this in Donegal, not far past Killybegs. It's almost identical. There I go, counterpoint again. There's some hairpins and everything turning up here. Look at this. Jesus, one of them looks very sharp. This could be the sharpest one yet. Not this one, the next one. Where am I going? Oh, that's tight. Alright. So the next one, it's got a little white arrow on the thing. I've never seen a white arrow in the middle of a bend on my Sat Nav. Where am I going? Okay. Oh, that's why it's a junction. I was thinking. Now that is nice. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at the places I bring you. Wow. Who needs the Caribbean? Huh? Buy yourself a motorbike near the North Coast 500. Closely followed by the Wild Atlantic Way. You'll die a happy person, I'm telling you that much. It just doesn't get better. What we should do is get all the vloggers together. Do a vlogger trip. Visiting Flyer, Richie Vida, myself, all of their mates. You know, Oisin Hughes, Nick Sanders. You know, they do a big trip, it'd be brilliant. Or your woman, what's on the two wheels and a ponytail, never shows her face. Doesn't really say a word, never shows her face. What's the other one then in New Zealand? A Brit, a blonde on a motorbike, I think it's called. I think they're an English couple that have emigrated to New Zealand. Look at that. Bloody hell. I better find a spot and recalibrate this Sat Nav not to bring me to Dunnett Roads and see what the timing looks like then. I'm 65 kilometers out, so I need to think about fuel as well. I'm not too bad, I've half a tank. That's pretty good actually, because I've been riding all day. That's better than the previous days. Well, these roads have been slower. Oh, it's a beautiful little building, look. Oh, let this lad come down. This lad's flying, look. In one of these Tesco vans. I've noticed there's a lot of these Tesco delivery vans going around here, and they drive like flipping lunatics. So, I suppose if you know the roads well enough, but anyway, let's crack on. Going now. The landscape is changing yet again. Yeah, let me get around this big bend up ahead. I'll pull in, I'll turn off the camera to save the battery, and I'll recalibrate this Sat Nav. Look where it's bringing me now, into the barren landscape. Where the hell am I going now? Oh, just bloody cattle grid. I can't believe how lucky I am with the weather. Bit of rain yesterday, slightly wet this morning, but other than that it's been grand all day. Bit windy, but pretty good. I think I'll come back at the same time next year. It could be my lucky week. Right, where will I pull in? Where will I pull in? Where will I pull in? Come on, come on, come on. Thurso, A836, that's where I'm heading. So if I leave John O'Groats and Dunnett, it says 10 to 7. But I know once I'm there I'd fiddle around with some footage and stuff, so that would be probably after, probably 8 o'clock. That's too late, too late. So 10 to 7. See what happens when I strip them out. I mean, if it only makes 10 or 15 minutes of a difference, I might leave it in. Just get them done. What's that? Is that a lake or a reservoir? Here, perfect. Okay. I shall talk to you in a minute. I'm trying to conserve battery. This is my last battery. Right, so here's what I've done. When I took out Dunnett Head and John O'Groats, it dropped it from 10 to 7 to 10 past 5. So that's probably a little too early. So then I put back in Dunnett Head, just Dunnett Head, not John O'Groats. And that's brought me now to 6:05, so it must be 30 minutes out, 30 minutes back to Dunnett Head. So that's doable. So even if I spent a few hours or a few minutes fiddling around in Dunnett, I'll be about 6:30. So that's better. And then tomorrow I can skip Dunnett Head straight out to John O'Groats. And then the job is Oxo. I can go shoot straight down the east coast then and see what that's like. So that's a good compromise, I think. So yeah, okay. I'll save the battery for Dunnett Head. All right, talk to you then. Nice little beach there off in the distance. Armadale. Still heading over in the north. Top of the Scotland. Heading eastwards, heading for Dunnet Bay before I head in for the evening to the hotel. But this road has been great, very fast. But yeah, what a great day. What a great day. Yeah, next time I come I'm not going to book any hotel. It's actually, it's less stress. But that's nice. Oh, this is cracking. Come on. Cattle grid, power off, power on. Woohoo! What's up over this hill? The telephone box. Got a feeling something's about to come into view. Well, is it? Is it? Oh, just a long road. Alright, I'll save the battery for Dunnet Head. See you soon. This guy in the Hardy in front of me, I met him in the Cocoa Mountain coffee shop a few hours ago. Him and his wife came over and was asking me about my trip and wished me luck, gave me a good old handshake. So it's nice when you meet other bikers and they reach out to you. It's good. So we've overtaken each other a couple of times as we stop, but I'm after catching up with him again here now. But he's got music blaring out of the bike. Take him out now. Bringing our speed down so much. It's just a town, is it? Melvich. It's 28 kilometres, it's telling me now, before we're out to the next turn, which I assume will be Dunnet Head. So I'm assuming I'll pass my digs for tonight any minute in Thurso. But we'll see. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see it from here, but that white dome building over there, I think we're in a place called Catness. I think that is an old nuclear power plant. Now I don't know if it's still in service or not, I must look it up actually. But I'm pretty sure that's a nuclear power plant. I'm not sure if it's military or civil. But it's ironic, you have a nuclear power plant here and then all the wind power over there. The old versus the new. But the British put all these nuclear power plants out in the sticks like this on the coast. Like Sellafield, which if it went it would take Ireland with it, but yeah, so a nuclear power plant all the way out here, which is interesting. I remember one of the guys in the club, he's an ex-lighthouse man, telling us about a lighthouse. I think it's off Donegal or Sligo there by Silverstrand. I might be wrong there, but he was saying that they had tested out a nuclear-powered power source for the lighthouse there, but they never really commissioned it or something. But apparently it was kept very hush-hush because Ireland is a neutral state, isn't supposed to develop nuclear power. And then I also heard, and I don't know how much of it's true or not, but there was a myth about when the aircraft carrier, the JFK, came into Dublin Harbour for a week. Apparently there was a couple of nuclear submarines submerged not far off it, that they always trail it for security reasons. But again, that was kept on the QT because as a neutral nation we're not allowed to support nuclear powered weapons like that coming into our ports. Now whether that's true or not, I don't know, but it's an interesting one. But yeah, you can see the white thing of it pipping up over the hill there. That's the nuclear, I think that's the core, the cooling tower or whatever. So bit of a trivia for you for today. Yeah, so there's the nuclear power plant. A bit closer to it now. Jesus, it looks a bit rusty. I hope they're maintaining it, because you don't want that thing to blow. That looks like they've a runway here. That looks like a runway. That's incredible. I don't think I've ever seen a nuclear power plant up close. Jesus, there's an awful lot of buildings to it. God. There's the entrance there, I think, is it? Vulcan. Very interesting. Now, I'd say if I put my drone up here, I'd be quickly promptly arrested. So this is Thurso. This is where I'm staying this evening, but the hotel is back behind me now. I passed it there about 5-10 minutes ago. This is the town. The hotel's way out of the town. But I think this is as resident flyer would say, this is the first bit of civilization for a long, long time. Been out in the sticks. Look at that, that's nice. So I'm just going to take a spin out by Dunnet Head, because it's only 10 to 5. There's no point pulling into the hotel now. So we'll head out to the Dunnet Head and then make our way back in here. We'll have a look at the town. Oh, dude, this is nice. Dude, this is very nice. It's a nice little town. Look at the old buildings. Reminds me a little bit of Bath, or the Cotswolds a bit. It's alright. Right, I'll see you out in Dunnet Head. So we're just on the approach now to Dunnet Head, the most northerly point of England, which I've driven to from Kildare in Ireland on my own bike. So yeah, this is good. We'll hit John O'Groats tomorrow. Just to touch that base. There's no point in being so close and not doing it. But this is the actual most northerly point, so I'll be here in a minute. Picked up some hitchers here. Looks like a couple, and she's driving like Miss Daisy. Come on, love, pick up the pace. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'll talk to you when we actually get there. I'm only minutes out. Yeah, so this is it, folks. Dunnet Head. The UK's most northerly point. Can't go any further without going to the Orkneys. Dunnet Head. Most northerly point of mainland Britain. Welcome. That's nice. Let's see if I can get the drone up here. You're grand. I'm in no rush. Right, so that's Dunnet head done, in the bag. I spent much longer there than I was supposed to. I think I got some good drone footage, but it's hard to tell because one of the locals came up to me and Jesus, he could talk for Scotland. By God, nice chop and all. Ross, if you're watching, thanks very much. But I'm behind schedule now. Well, not that I have a schedule, but I'm going to be a bit later than I was expecting. So, well, still not too late. It's not the worst, 6:20. That's still going to be the earliest I've been in this week, to be honest. So I can't complain. But I'm not sure now if I pressed flipping record on the drone before I sent it out. So I might have flown it all the way offshore, try and catch Dunnet Head and its lighthouse for now. But on my way up here I tried to stop at, there's a gin distillery, and the Dunnett gin distillery was there, and I told the missus I'd go in and I'd try and get her a bottle of gin because she likes gin, and there seems to be a gin explosion in Ireland for some reason. You can't go anywhere and there's bottles of blue gin everywhere, big goldfish bowls people are drinking out of. It's ridiculous. So I had seen this distillery. I said, look, I'll drop in and see if I can get you one, but I forgot today is Sunday and it's Easter Sunday to boot, and of course it's closed. So sorry, Ireland, but I'll try to get you something else. So now it's back about, at least, I mean, this is a bit off the main loop, so now it's done. I don't mind if I burn out my battery now. I've got everything I wanted to do done today now, so that's all good. I have to kind of go back at myself now at the Thurso. It's about 20 minutes back, I think. Let's see, or maybe more, 20 minutes. Oh, there's something in my helmet. crawling on my nose. Let's see if I can get it. Really or not. Yeah, little fecker. But yeah, I'm getting hungry now. Although my appetite has been weird all this week, I assume because of this cold I have. I get really hungry, but then as soon as I start to eat, I'm immediately full, and so I'm not even finishing half my dinner. So I eat half my dinner, maybe a scoop of ice cream, and then I'm done, I'm stuffed. Which is weird. So it'll be interesting to see what this hotel is like. I'm a bit worried now, it's a bit Norman Batesy, but we'll see. Yeah, that guy was pressing me. Oh, where are you staying? And I said, oh, I'm staying down in Thurso. Which hotel are you staying in? I says, I can't remember. I do remember. It's called the Forza House. And then he started listing off literally every hotel in Thurso. Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? Oh, no. I didn't want to be rude and say to him, I'm not telling you nothing, mate. I have no clue who you are or what your intentions are. I'm not telling you where me and my bike are staying tonight. So he says, well, that's all the hotels in Thurso. It has to be one of them. I said, yeah, I'm sure it is, but Jesus, for the life of me, I can't remember which one. But he was really keen to find out what hotel I was in. Where are you eating tonight? And I says, I'll eat in the hotel. Nice man, I don't mean to be rude. Thank you. All those chickens. Yeah, there's sodden all the way. There's chickens and geese and all sorts of weird and wonderful things along here. What the hell is that? Yeah, I'm starving. I'm gone off burgers. In case you were interested. Gone off burgers. I used to love them, but they're just finding too filling at the moment. See, there's the distillery here to my right. But it was closed. A couple of bikers staying in there, so that would have been handier actually. I think that came up on the list. Oh well. I've got... Oh, it's not too bad. It's only 13 kilometres. Not 13 kilometres to the... That's the Thurso, but I haven't plugged in the hotel. Looks like it has a lot of history in it though, but Thurso sounds Norwegian to me. That sounds like a Norwegian town to me. But standing there at Dunnett Head, I can see right out to the Orkneys. They're literally right across from you. You nearly touched them. But your man was telling me that it's a huge island. There are only 200 people living in it. It's incredible. Big ferry goes out to it. Massive big ferry. So there must be more people in the ferry than there are living on it. But look, I'll talk to you when I get to the hotel. All of this is a bit... Pardon. Talk to you soon. So we're back in Thurso here, in the town itself. A strange town. I don't know what it is, just some vibe off it. I don't know if it's old worldly or don't get out of your car worldly. I'm not so sure about it. I don't know, you know, you just get a vibe off somewhere. But anyway, this hotel I'm staying on is in Thurso, but it's a good bit out. It's, well, not a good bit, it's 8.5 kilometers, so it's only 5 miles out, so that's too bad. Should we be there in the blink of an eye. So that means I'll get in roughly about 6:30, which is totally reasonable to me, my tiny little mind. There's the little. I'm kind of looping back on myself a bit here, so we're going in reverse. Yep. Tongue. Scrapster. I want to put the two of them together. Have a scrapster tongue. Yeah, so it's a bit sad now, to be honest. I mean, after John O'Groats, that's essentially all the really good stuff done. Apparently the East Coast is nice, but it's a bit compared to what I've already done, so that's all the best of it behind me now. We'll have a whole day's of driving tomorrow, and then we'll have a bit more to do before we get to the ferry. I'm not going to book that for tomorrow, so I don't know. I might have a look at it and see if I can double back on myself instead of doing the East Coast and do a bit more of what I've already done and see where that would leave me. We'll find something completely different. The Hill of Force. I better take this fogey out of it. There we go. Right, so I'll see you in the hotel, so folks. Oh wow. So we're at the hotel now. Let's see if it's really as salubrious as Booking.com. Oh Jesus, bloody gravel. Booking.com makes it out to be, or is it a Bates Motel? Oh Jesus. We should put all this gravel now on the bloody driveway. They won't like if it's as posh as I think it might be, they won't like a big dirty biker pulling in. Oh, there's another bike here. A Ducati Multistrada. I'll probably be blocking things there if I put stuff there. You'll put it over there in that corner. That might be better. A bit more out of the way. Ooh, looks nice. A bit posh. Very posh. I shall see us in the room. Folks, I made it to Thurso. We're just outside Thurso. So as you know, I split the day in two. I was supposed to go down to Inverness tonight, but it's just too long. It is 20 to 7. So if I was going to Inverness, it'd still be another 3 hours to go. Just didn't make sense. So I got up to Dunnett Head. Hopefully you would have seen the drone footage of that. Hopefully it took, if that guy wasn't distracting me too much. But that was an amazing day, absolutely amazing. The sad thing is I think most of it's been done now. The whole East Coast is supposed to be nice, but not nearly as nice as what I've already done. So I think the best of it is behind me. But I had an absolutely amazing day now. Really just jaw-dropping at every turn. It just changed and turned and twisted and up and down. Brilliant. Best day ever. So Dunnet Head was nice. Cocoa Mountain chocolate. Oh my god, that was gorgeous. But I booked this hotel. Remember, I cancelled all my other hotels. I booked this one. It's flipping brilliant. I totally lucked out. Come and have a look. So as you can see, it's huge. Look at this room, is massive. I've got a little like cottage to myself. Huge big bed, seats and everything. I have my own private little garden, a little terrace that goes out here onto this little garden. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the woods beside me. Go for a stroll. Big lake down there. TV, skybox, wardrobe. Beautiful little quaint bathroom. Here's my little baby parked outside. Come on, I'll bring you out and show you the surrounding environs. Door could do with a bit of an upgrade. But look at that. that's the main hotel. That's where the restaurant and all is. So I'll go in there for my dinner in an hour. Can park my bike around here. Beautiful little copse of trees. That's my little bungalow. Little forest. It means I was in the reception and up into the main part of the hotel. Absolutely beautiful inside. I totally got jammy. I was supposed to be staying in some Mercure in Inverness tonight, some basically budget hotel, and this one's got character. Beautiful. Totally looked out. Now I can just chill out and relax in here. And then I'll just place this back up here. Tomorrow, I've not booked any hotels for tomorrow. I'm just going to drive, see where I end up, head down the east coast and then maybe turn in towards Fort William, see how far I get, start making my way back towards Cairnryan, so that when I get up the next day I have a short hop then. But next year I'll plan this a lot better now that I know the lay of the land. But fantastic day. Thanks for riding with me today, guys, and more of it tomorrow. Have fun.